that man's eating him a good piece of pizza right there. Hey, yo, what you eating there, pal?
So kawaii.
Hey, yo! Hey, you got
Are you, Mr. Ryden, sir?
No, that's a dog. That is right there.
Where is she?
I'll tell her you've arrived.
Over here! Hi there, stranger.
Hey, you're looking good.
Aw, who's your little friend?
Oh, it's a long story.
Shake?
Is he actually gonna do it?
Good boy!
Oh, yeah, he doing that. Yeah, he's like, man, fuck you.
I guess we don't really have time to catch up.
Sorry, not really.
It's okay. Follow me.
Yeah, we gotta watch.
So
we
exactly
gotta
what
go,
kind of-
You'll see.
Get out of here. Save the, save the president and whatnot.
You built that?
Yep.
I forgot that this is supposed to go to space. I forgot that's what we get. That's how that's what we're getting. We're getting something going to space to cross the dam.
It uses a hybrid lace ramjet engine I designed. Well, are you in a hurry or not?
Right. Hey, thanks, Sonny.
Hmm?
Yeah, okay.
The flight plan is already set. You're good to go. Please switch off all cell phones and portable gaming devices. And remember, this is a no-smoking flight.
Roger. Ready for countdown.
No time for that. Ignition!
Just start it up. Somebody needs to have a talk with this gentleman right here. Somebody needs to have a talk with this gentleman, okay? Alright, ain't no way. Ain't no way. You just down bad desperately. Did we actually crash? We actually crashed.
Well, anything?
Nothing. You sure we got the right place?
Gotta be. It's the only base big enough with security contracted out to World Marshal.
All right. I'm headed in.
Hello, what's poppin', my comrades? It is your guy, Wade, the Cooper, back to you here with some more Better Get Right to Revegence. Last time we took on Jet Street Sam. Now we're going to World Marshal. Right now we are. Okay, right here. talk to the folks. Let's go get a box. Box. I only have one box, so. Nah, I have no idea how good, like, this is an interesting setup right here. Cause I can jump the barricade. Alright. Nothing I can do, man. You know what? You know what? Get off! What you got? She had to come in loud. What's going on?
This is Boris. You have landed in Pakistan?
Yep, amazing. That Sunny is really something.
She is genius. I've not seen her for quite some time. She is well?
Pretty good. A lot, sunnier than she used to be, for sure. Like day and night from when I first met her.
That was a difficult time, yes? But I'm glad she's better now.
It's a good thing I got to her when I did. I used to not like thinking about all the stuff that was going on then. But now I kind of miss those days.
Sadness is not like the ocean. Someday, you can drink it all up. It's a Russian saying. People, they always try to beautify the past as a way to cope, yes? But I know it was not easy for you. I'm sorry for all the trouble.
Nah, I wouldn't have gotten her out without your help. Pretty wild to think that was my first job with you, huh?
Duh. Certainly I was not expecting to work with you for so long.
I remember how surprised I was hearing about you starting Maverick.
Well, I could not just abandon the PLA. Really, I think I was more surprised you decided to join us.
Yeah? Well, you caught me at the right time. I didn't exactly know what to do with myself. You know, Boris, I think Sundowner was right in a way. Killing the Patriots wasn't enough to end war. It didn't create this big, happy utopia. Yeah. But you know what? Seeing Sonny doing so well makes me damn happy the Patriots are gone.
Yes, I can imagine. You saved many lives.
But now here we are, all over again, huh?
Indeed. My apologies for putting you through all this.
I knew what I was in for. Riding out.
It was not your fault.
Right. Our enemy has multiple options for striking the president in Pakistan. At the base after landing, while in transit within the country, during the meeting. But if Sundowner's right, they're gonna strike within 3 hours after you killed him.
Which means they're either gonna attack Air Force One, or they'll wait until he lands.
I kinda doubt there are any Pakistanis on board Air Force One, though. It's not like in the movies. They never let foreign press on the flight. They could try to shoot it down from afar, I guess. But anything the Pakistan Air Force could deploy would show up on US radar instantly.
Which means their best bet at kickstarting another war on terror would be post-landing.
They're probably set up for the assassination over at the base. You better get moving.
Yeah. Probably so. Oh, you know, they got a plan.
So there's one thing I still
As the
don't
boy
get.
could say.
If World Marshal's making it look like Desperado hacked their cyborgs, wouldn't that damage their reputation? Maybe they can hide the fact that they're involved in terrorism that way, but wouldn't they still be liable for the fact that they, got hacked?
They probably would, yeah. But the only thing they're looking for here is a profit. Maybe they need to demonstrate neglect if they're gonna make any money off of this.
How so?
Well, Kevin dug up some intel. Half of the contractors stationed here didn't get their contracts renewed at the end of March. The US government rewrote their contract with Marshall earlier. Had to cut military spending after all, with the recession going on.
And so they'll say the contractors were spread too thin to prevent the hacking.
Exactly. And that'll only encourage the Army to boost their Marshall headcount. I can't say if the military's directly involved in this assassination attempt or not, but...
Well, what happened to the contractors they laid off?
who knows? Hopefully they found work. But work like that isn't exactly easy to come by. Ever since the war economy died down, after the Patriots, life's been pretty much hand-to-mouth for a lot of contractors.
Huh. When you put it that way, I can almost understand what Sundowner was saying.
Yeah, but starting a war just to boost your profits? That's crazy, Courtney. If there's no work for contractors out there, it's time to find another industry to work in. Not that I have any right to say that, but...
Oh, come on, Raiden. Maybe you like to fight, sure, but you're not that... twisted.
Yeah, well, in any case, I better get to work. Riding out.
Alright. Oh wait, Sonny's on this, doing this thing?
In Pakistan
Doctor, I
already,
will
and
talk
so
to you
quickly.
real quick.
Ah, science never ceases to amaze me.
When it's for peaceful purposes, you mean?
Well, yes, of course. Of course. I must say, though, the engineer behind that RLV craft looked rather young to me.
Yeah, a gifted kid, you might say.
I would love a chance to meet her sometime.
Why? What would you say to her?
Oh, I don't know. It's always just such a stimulating experience. Speaking with scientists from fields other than mine, that is.
No.
It often leads to all sorts of new insights, new ideas to work with. And speaking of that, I've yet to meet Dr. Emmerich, too.
I doubt you two would get along, actually.
Oh, you think so?
Anyway, how are the brains doing?
Oh, just fine. Safe and sound in Mexico. Now I just have to get them loaded and en route to Germany. Of course, the real challenge will come after that, I suppose.
Yeah. We'll get there when we get there.
Indeed. Indeed. Do be careful in the meantime.
Wolf.
Hey, Wolf. What did you and Sam talk about before we fought?
Nothing of note. He was not one to reveal himself to others.
All right. You don't have to tell me.
Raiden, I do not feel good about this. Do not allow yourself to be caught off guard.
Duly noted.
Sonny!
How was the ride?
Hey, Sonny. Fine, thanks. Though I wouldn't call it the smoothest ride ever. You sure that thing's really airworthy?
Well, what do you expect? You're traveling at a few dozen times the speed of sound.
Yeah,
I mean,
you're the
she
only one
operates
that
well within
probably
all the projected
will
margins of
survive
safety, so yes. We'll have to work on the turbulence levels a bit before we can take tourists on it.
Yeah.
But come on, you really can't complain.
So, it's meant mainly for cargo at the moment?
We got a contract with COTS, NASA's Commercial Orbital Transportation Services. Mostly handling space deliveries, that kind of thing. We also joined the C3PO, the Commercial Crew and Cargo Program Office's Passenger Transport Program.
So soon we'll have private spacecraft bringing crew to the International Space Station. Wild times we're living in.
Well, the space race has been over for decades now. It's no longer something countries engage in for vanity's sake. Still, lots of people are starting to see the industrial value of zero-gravity experiments. Plus, the costs are getting lower and lower with each passing year, to the point where we'll have a serious space tourism industry before long.
Yeah, I heard about the space hotel the Russians opened up. But we're still not going any further than orbit, right?
Well, one company's planning to have a lunar landing craft complete by 2020. Not ours, though. I'm just hoping we can get to
2020,
Jupiter while
fix
Hal's
up,
still alive.
Jupiter, huh?
I think something
That's
went
pretty far.
horribly wrong.
Oh,
Yeah,
hey,
yeah, you know,
how did
yeah,
Earth
you
look
know.
from up there?
I can't even put it into
Yeah.
words. I know I was still under the Kármán line, but it looked exactly like
think that,
every satellite
I
photo
think
of
we
Earth
will
I've
need it,
ever
y'all.
seen. No borders, no nothing. Just a whole lot of blue. Hopefully next time around I can take my time and enjoy it.
Yeah.
But first things first, you know?
Yep. Well, good luck, Jack. Raiden.
Alright. Oh,
You see that? Their exif codes show up as unaffiliated.
Wait, Marshall has the security contract for this base. Why would they have their cyborg set to the same illegal exif code as Desperado? It's evidence against them.
No, it's their alibi. They're making it look like Desperado hacked their soldiers on sight, because everyone knows Desperado has a contract with...
The Pakistani rebels. But if we go public with the Desperado-Marshall connection...
Won't matter. Not when they've got this nice big foreign threat all cooked up and ready to serve. The media and the public won't be able to resist. Remember WMDs in Iraq?
Damn it, you're right. It's another slam dunk. What about any humans on the base? Marshall only handled security.
Dead, most likely. Or brain-jacked, if they needed them to keep up appearances.
They'd never publicize what airport the president was flying into, not in this region. And almost no one would have access to an outside line for security reasons. It wouldn't be difficult to keep things hush-hush, at least until Air Force One arrives.
I'm heading for the control tower. If I can destroy the antenna array, the US military will know something's wrong.
Good idea. Be careful.
Sam's gone, and I blew the winds of destruction away. I'll be fine.
Raiden, there is no time to worry about the soldiers. Get to the control tower.
Look. Somebody's gonna see me. Eventually. Somebody's gonna see me, okay? I guarantee it. I guarantee someone's gonna see me, bro. I'm not that good at stealthy. Oh shit.
Enemy sighted!
I know, look. I knew someone was gonna see me. Oh yeah, man, good time. Let's do this thing. Let's go ahead and get this. Let me go ahead and set my stuff up properly. Come on. Good. Come on. Wait. Literally, I literally have to try to take advantage of this. Come on. Come on. Take it off. Take it off. Hands on. Gotcha. Let's go. No. Here we go. Done. Out of it. Out of it, as they say. What is BX? Oh shit! That man jumped up! That man hit the leap! Oh god! Calm down. Let's get everything right. Come on. Oh! Oh my goodness. Whoa, 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 whoa. Ah, bam, 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 bam. Okay, we're good. We're perfectly good. Perfectly good. We gotta trying to find my moment. Had to find my moment. Alright, good. Oh, alright, okay, alright, we're good. We're good, we're perfectly good. Straight up, straight, everything. I haven't waited to any Terminator. I know the cows already gonna start moving. Like that. No idea. Let's go ahead and talk to the boy. And not be the
Ryder, what is the status at the base?
Overrun with Desperado cyborgs, as expected. Security's still pretty lax, though.
Yes, I don't think they're anticipating another cyborg to show up. They are, after all the way out in Pakistan. Doubtful there will be any cyborgs here, except at the base. Forces hired by the US. And more doubtful they are expecting a cyborg to drop in at Mach 23.
Yeah. Still, they've got to know I'm here. Sam was smart enough to figure out that I'd take that launch vehicle.
Yes, but they couldn't have sent backup to this base within 3 hours after Sundowner died. Perhaps they could have arranged it so the plane was scrapped if Sam died. But if they already occupied the base, then there is no longer any canceling out.
Probably not. Which means we've pretty much already won. Sam's dead. The Winds of Destruction, too. And none of their standard cyborgs or UGs have a chance against me.
No, certainly not. Though I wonder who is behind this operation anyway.
Not Armstrong?
Well, yes, but who is running things at the base? The Senator would never be there himself. But this is too elaborate an operation to direct remotely.
Yeah. No amount of network tech could take the place of a command structure on the ground. Gotta be someone else from World Marshal, I guess.
A cyborg, perhaps. One with specialized combat body, like Sundowner and the others. I do not mean to alarm you, but use caution.
Yeah, copy that.
Huh. Kevin?
So the president's visit to Pakistan, it's meant to build government ties, right?
Right. You probably know this, but there's a region on their northwest border called FATA. Stands for Federally Administered Tribal Areas. The central government is... well, let's just say they're not entirely in control of that part of the country.
Right. It served as the base for all kinds of armed groups over the years.
Uh-huh. The U.S. started staging cross-border raids there at the turn of the century, chasing after combatants that fled out of Afghanistan. The Pakistan armies tried to work with the U.S. to confront them from both sides. But that only escalated anti-American sentiment within the FATA. You can only get away with so many botched civilian strikes, after all.
I thought that post-SOP, the U.S., pretty much pulled out of Afghanistan. You know, after all that anti-war economy stuff broke out.
They did. That put an end to the FATA strikes, but definitely not the anti-American groups. Now their anger's channeled towards the pro-U.S. central government instead.
Wouldn't this visit just enrage the FATA groups even more, though? I know President Salam's pretty much on the American side.
Yeah, but Salam doesn't care. He's got no interest in dealing with them. He wants to get the FATA back under control, and I guess he wants America's help doing it.
And how do his people feel about that?
It's pretty much 50-50. A lot of people hate the U.S., for sure. But a lot of others have been directly affected by the anti-government suicide bombings, too. There's definitely some deep-seated support for helping the U.S., but only if it means ending the violence once and for all.
Sounds like we could see civil war here any moment. What about their intelligence bureau, the ISI? How do they feel about all this?
They haven't commented, publicly.
People are always saying how much bad blood there is between the ISI and the civilian government.
Oh yeah, there are stories all the time about their involvement with insurgents or terror groups. Depending on how the ISI acts, things over there could change pretty damn quickly.
No wonder Armstrong chose this place. It's like one big powder keg.
Doctor! Oh, wait, that's not Doctor. Doctor!
Heidi, are you fully versed in the features of your AR display? It can serve many functions, you know.
Do I hear un lecture coming on?
Oh, no.
A lecture? No, of course not. I'm hardly an expert. Of course, I know the first practical application of the technology was for aircraft HUDs. Then head-mounted displays, HMDs. The data could be seen even as the viewer moved their head. As the technology improved, it was integrated into retinal imaging, contact lenses. Soon it became standard issue not just for pilots, but infantry soldiers as well. Of course, with cyborgs such as yourself, the data can be fed directly to the optic nerve.
No lecture, huh? Anyway, there's more to my augmented reality than just upgraded HMD tech.
Of course there is, Dummkopf. You did not let me finish.
Oh, you weren't finished?
Oh, boy.
AR is a much broader concept. It is more a design concept than a particular imaging methodology. It encompasses HUDs, HMDs, any and all manner of visual real-time data overlay. Though recently, some reserve the AR label for virtual objects the subject can both see and touch. For example, your codec menu and zoom slider. Such objects do not exist anywhere in the real world, not even as images. They are fed directly to your optic nerve, so only you can see them. Yet, when you interact with them, sensory feedback is delivered to the nerves in your fingers. It gives you the sense of touching a thing that does not exist.
Beats lugging around a sat radio and giant scope, that's for sure.
Let's go to Wolf. No response from Wolf.
You designed that thing too, Sonny?
Nobody designed her.
Nobody?
Yep. She pretty much evolved by herself.
I think I may be missing something here.
We used a genetic algorithm to make it. Ever hear of that? They use it to build the cars for bullet trains and stuff. Basically, we start by creating a few different models of aircraft. The data for each design is treated as the genes for a new aircraft. They all get crossbred with each other in virtual space. Eventually, you come up with offspring that exhibit genes from each original design.
Offspring?
You know, children. Each child then competes with the others for survival in the virtual space. The kids that have the best aerodynamic traits survive and pass on their genes, creating the next generation of aircraft. You get this sort of gene-based evolution across generations, like animals in real life.
I'm having a hard time imagining aircraft having kids like that. Anyway, what's with the two wings on the top and the bottom?
Oh yeah, the swept wings? They're set up so that the sonic booms they create wind up bashing against each other, cutting down on shockwaves. The idea has been hard to implement due to issues with elevation and wingtip treatment. But thanks to the genetic algorithm, the RLV worked out all the problems herself.
Herself, huh? Makes it sound like you're more breeder than designer.
Courtney, last one. Let's see.
So, Raiden, let me get this straight. Armstrong wants to kill the president and pin the blame on Desperado?
That's what it looks like, yeah.
You think it'll work? I mean, assuming he succeeded, what would be Desperado's motive for killing Hamilton? It's not like they can come out and say, well, we just wanted more wars to profit from.
No. The only alibi I can think of for them is that their client set them up. The Pakistani government's on friendly terms with the US right now. But a lot of people aren't so happy with them about that. There are tons of anti-government groups in this country. Any one of them could have an interest in killing the president.
And Marshall wants people to think that one of these groups hired Desperado?
That. Or maybe they're setting it up so this is all linked to the coup in Abkhazia. That was headline news in the West. Desperado's name was in the media all over the place.
Yeah. The angle was always Desperado's shacking up with yet another anti-government force.
Pakistan's got a lot more than just a bunch of random anti-government forces, though. Like the ISI, the Intelligence Bureau. Anyone who watches the news knows how shaky their ties are with the civilian government.
You think they'll have the ISI be Desperado's client?
Well, I'm sure the ISI would deny it. But it's not like simply issuing a denial would stop anything. Remember Iraq?
Yeah, I've heard all the rumors about the ISI's involvement with terror groups.
If Hamilton dies, the US can join the Pakistani government, declare war against the ISI. And there's one big difference between Iraq and Pakistan. Pakistan does have WMDs. Nukes.
But that was just a couple of tests 20 or so years ago. They can't reach the US with...
I'm not talking about firing an ICBM at the US, or unleashing a Metal Gear. All they have to do is remind us that the tech could fall into terrorist hands.
Oh, yeah. That'd be enough to scare the entire country, I guess.
Yep. Scare them enough that the US would have to do something.
And then the war economy would come humming right back to life. No patriots required.
Christ. All right. I better move.
Alright. Well, that was some good fun right there, but I'm gonna end it right here. Next time, we will be dealing with the rest of this chapter.
I am stretched upon your grave.